Good afternoon, Shay Hall here with your Tip Tuesday. This one is in response to a friend of mine who posted on Facebook that she needed some help just sort of getting everything organized. She had some family and friends coming into town and she was like, help, what do I do? And so I wanted to give you some tips on how I keep our home and our space organized. Pretty much, you know, if it doesn't fit somewhere, if it doesn't have a space, we don't have it. I get rid of it. It's gone. And I don't really keep like stacks of mail, stacks of paper and stuff around. It didn't used to always be that way. People who know me now think that I'm a super clean, organized person. My house is always clean and they think I've probably always been that way, but that simply isn't the case. I do not need all of my college roommates, hint, hint, you know who you are, and my mother chiming in here, telling everybody what a mess I used to be. But it's true, like I totally had stacks of stuff everywhere. I had stuff in my closet from when I was in high school. I really had trouble figuring out how to keep things clean and organized. And then once we had kids and I have little boys, like forget it, it all went to, you know, just went bad. Let's put it that way. So in any case, one day I was wandering through Barnes & Noble and looking for ideas on how to get things organized. And I ran across this book. Love, love, love this book. Changed my world. It was like a $15 book. Life-changing. It's called Absolutely Organize Your Family. It's by Debbie Lillard. And I read it cover to cover and I started implementing little pieces and parts of this. And you know, along the way, I've gotten tips from other people and other time management people. This is kind of where it all started. And so the process that she implements that I now have been implementing for over 3 years, I guess this is on our 4th year in our house, is called CPR, right? I think at the time I needed CPR. Like I couldn't even breathe. I was so frustrated with the mess that we were in. So categorize, purge, and rearrange. So here's what I do, all right? Let's take the toy bin, for example. All right, so I take the toys, I dump them all on the floor. Scary, right? And then I've got 3 Rubbermaid bins all lined up with Post-it notes on them, and they say keep, trash, and donate, right? So I take each toy, put it into whichever bin it needs to go in. If it's totally broken and there's no hope of fixing it, it goes in the trash. I'm not going to keep that sucker. If it's something that my kids don't really use anymore and I think another child could benefit from it, we put it in the donate. If it's something I know that they love and they use it all the time, we put it in the keep pile. I do that with every toy until, and maybe I have a couple of bins of keep. You know, it depends on how many things you're going through. Once you've got all the stuff that you're going to keep, you bag up the stuff to donate, you bag up the stuff for trash, get them out of the house. Now I've got everything that I'm going to keep, and I've got a bunch more bins, basket, boxes, however you do it in your world. And I start categorizing them. All the toy men go in one place, all the cars go in one place, like however it works in your world. Maybe it's Barbie dolls, you know, whatever you have. And then I categorize it and I put it all away. We've got shelves for toys. That's where they go. When I see that it's getting out of hand, that's when we do it. When the things aren't going back where they are and I see things are starting to overflow, that's when we do it. It's generally about 2 to 3 times a year, definitely in the summer, definitely before Christmas, and usually one more time in between. So that's our trick. Now here's the deal. I can do that for everything, right? Like you can do it for that junk drawer. You can do it for your closets. If you haven't worn it in a year, you get rid of it. You can do it for the kids' clothes. You can do it for the mail. When the mail comes in the house, there is a pile for trash and recycle. There is a pile for needs to be filed away. And there's a pile for I got to do something with it. And I immediately put it in those 3 piles and I deal with it right along. So I don't have stacks of paper everywhere. I hate stacks of paper. So that is my little trick. Again, got it from Absolutely Organize Your Family by Debbie Lillard. Love this book. There are a million other ideas that I've gotten from this book, but that is the one that I wanted to address with you today. Maybe we'll hit some of the other ones along the way. Please take a minute, comment below, tell me if you're enjoying these videos, if they're helping you. I would love if you have a question like, Shay, I can't deal with X, and help me with a time management tip. I would love to help you with those specific tips. Otherwise, let me know if you're enjoying these. And I'll see you next week for Tip Tuesday. Thanks.